Every day of the year, DOT 406 trailers safely deliver millions of gallons of gasoline and diesel fuel to its customers across America. Much of this fuel is hauled in trailers manufactured by the Polar Corporation. Acclaimed as the industry's leading name in liquid and dry bulk tank trailers, Polar has achieved its success with a steadfast commitment to every customer. 3 state-of-the-art manufacturing centers produce a full product line of stainless steel, aluminum, and mild steel trailers, and each boasts the same uncompromising quality and craftsmanship that has been Polar's trademark since 1939. Every trailer is configured to our customers' unique specifications, while our dedication to reliability, innovation, and value is universal. All Polar 406 trailers are created in our Springfield, Missouri facility. This plant covers 90,000 square feet along America's historic Route 66. The most popular 406 is a double conical design with a low profile shape, making it stronger, more stable, and much faster to unload. All important characteristics for the continued success and profitability of Polar customers. Each of our high-tech trailer models has its beginnings in the engineering department. Using sophisticated design software, engineers must first create the trailer on computers, with economy, safety, and usability at the heart of every design detail. The Polar manufacturing process begins with the arrival of the aluminum. The large stacked sheets are removed from the flatbed trailer, checked for quality, and placed in the raw materials area. The edges of the sheets, slated to become the walls of the tank, are carefully beveled to ensure a strong, uniform weld. Once beveled, the technician feeds the aluminum into the seamer. Once all of the sheets are welded together, the now single piece moves to the rolling machine. The technician sets the pressure, and in a few passes through the rollers, an elliptical barrel shape emerges. Once satisfied that the curve of the metal meets engineering specifications, the technician moves the huge rolled aluminum piece back to the seamer for its final weld, creating a cylinder. The technician watches carefully as the welder moves down the length of the seam. This new tube, wrapped in its protective plastic coating, comprises 1/2 of the double conical tank. It moves to the barrel area to join its mirror opposite. Several welders work together to maneuver and align the 2 huge pieces. Once in place, the team tacks them together in preparation for welding. An end cap is brought over and fitted to the barrel. The assemblers steadily work their way toward the opposite end, installing baffles and bulkheads at predetermined intervals within the barrel. They expertly tack weld each into place. This 406 trailer will have 4 separate compartments with a double bulkhead between the number 3 and number 4 tanks when it is completed. All of the baffles, bulkheads, and end caps are created on site, allowing us to custom fit each component. Our unique HydroPress machine, the only one in the region, creates the baffles, bulkheads, and end caps for the gas trailer. On the right side of the press, the technician inserts a sheet of aluminum. Huge hydraulic cylinders press the piece against the template, forming its initial shape. Water is pumped in under the aluminum, forcing it to bubble upward and outward, creating a curve within the form. The water is drained, the hydraulic cylinders release their grip, and from the left side of the press emerges a smooth, flawless piece. Excess material is trimmed and the edges are rolled to create a flange for welding. If the piece will be a baffle, holes are cut and a horseshoe is installed at the bottom to allow for complete drainage. With all of the bulkheads, baffles, and end caps in place, the tank is ready to move. The distinctive elliptical design is readily apparent as the workmen hoist the barrel to the next station. Resting upside down in the cradle of the platform, the tank has its outrigger pads attached. A vapor return tube is installed as the valve sumps are positioned, leveled, and tack welded in place by the crew. Working nearby, a welder constructs the dual supporting frames for the tank. He begins by welding the long rails together. Each one has a tapered design to accommodate the conical shape of the tank. The rails run the length of the barrel, providing it with maximum strength for supporting attachments. Cross members and leg braces are welded on, and with both frames complete, the workmen hoist them one by one to the inverted tank. Once the frames are properly positioned and marked, the team trims them for a perfect fit. The frames are then tack welded into place. The barrel support outriggers are key components in the integrity of the tank. They effectively brace the tank and distribute the weight of the load, further strengthening and stabilizing the trailer. After the frame is finished welded, the barrel has completed its time in the cradle and is once again hoisted into the air and guided to the next stage. A workman bolts each end of the barrel frame to a specialized rotisserie. The motor rotates the barrel at a steady pace, allowing several technicians to work in tandem, creating consistent, continuous welds, sealing each compartment completely and efficiently. This welding method practically eliminates corrosion and pitting of the seams in the tank, extending its life and greatly increasing its safety. The overturned rails are also welded at this stage. One rail will double as a manifold, joining the vapor lines for each compartment. The tank moves to the next area for completion of the interior circumference welds on the bulkheads and baffles. Still attached to the rotisserie, the barrel is rolled to the quality control area. It's at this stage that our inspectors thoroughly scrutinize and assure the quality of all exterior welds. With the inspections complete and the tank on its side, workers cut holes in the overturned rail to accommodate components of the vapor recovery system. A multitude of wires, tubes, and lines are attached here in preparation for the addition of the lights, brakes, and the overfill protection system. The tank continues its journey to completion, while across the plant, its subframe comes into being. Metal pieces are cut and welded to fit the dimensions of the 406 tank it will soon support. Once the subframe is complete, the axles are attached and the plumbing for the airbags and brakes is installed. The frame is then masked and painted according to the customer's specifications. For the last time, the tank is hoisted into the air and carefully guided to the pipe and trim area. It's lowered onto the waiting subframe and bolted into place. With the tank resting securely now, the work crew attaches the myriad of parts that will make this 9,500-gallon tank trailer function properly. First, lightweight aluminum wheels and tires go on. The landing gear quickly replaces the sawhorses, and the team expertly fabricates and installs the piping. There is a flurry of activity as the crew works non-stop to attach the front and rear contour fenders, operator control cabinet, tail, brake, and ID lights, and the large hose tray that runs the length of the trailer. This hose tray and several other components are created on-site in our small parts area. Light boxes, cabinets, ladders, and even cone holders are made to order here. The ability to create each item from scratch allows us to work individually with our customers to custom design nearly every aspect of the trailer. Assembly continues on schedule with the attachment of the placard holders, the nose box, and the fire extinguisher cabinet. With all parts on board now, the trailer is moved to the hydrotest area. The tank is filled to make sure it is 100% leak-proof and completely operative. After a successful test, the dome lids, fitted with the overfill system sensors, are installed. The highly reflective conspicuity tape is applied to the trailer for additional visibility and safety on the road when the sun goes down. A mild acid wash brings out the brilliant shine of the aluminum. All lighting systems are tested and the axles are carefully laser aligned. Decals are expertly placed. The DOT plate is stamped and attached, completing the assembly and christening it as an official 406 trailer. This beautiful, state-of-the-art DOT 406 gasoline trailer enables Polar customers to move products from pipeline to customer safely, efficiently, and profitably, ever strengthening the Polar tradition of excellence and commitment to the tank truck industry.